Last time we spoke, you and your wife were fellows at the Villa Aurora, and you were just filming after the violence.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's been 2 years since that time. How does it feel to be back in LA?
Oh, it feels great to be back in LA. It's so different than Berlin, and people are so open and so friendly that I really enjoy being here.
Your film After the Violence premiered at First Glance Film Fest in Hollywood?
No, it was called
what was it called?
Los Angeles Film, TV and New Media Festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how are you? Are you happy with the
I'm
result?
very happy. I'm really. It was a good kick that when I knew it's been taken and it's gonna show there. So I had to rush to get it done. Color correction and sound re-recording and all the stuff. So it was a real good opportunity to get the movie done, and I'm really happy to be here and show it here for the first time because it's an LA movie. It's about artists from LA and the struggle you have in this society, in the American society, with all the strange things happening and all the people who do not care about you, and you have to get something out of yourself to survive somehow, and to trust in yourself, to trust in your craft, and to live your life and to be happy, stay happy, That's what motivated me too to make this movie. As a filmmaker, they were giving me advice. I got in each and every interview, I got advice from all the people I interviewed, and they were so wise sometimes that I was really very much touched and motivated to go on, keep being a filmmaker. Don't switch to another job where you might get more money securely or whatever. No, I love doing this, and I'm gonna keep on doing this. And they showed me if we can do it here, doing our thing, then I can do it too.
Right.
A little bit like this.
So After the Violence, just tell a little bit about where you filmed to those who haven't seen it, or those who would be interested in seeing it. Where did you film? Where in LA? And what kind of environment or artists did you talk to?
I would love to start with, I got this book from Jonas Moore. It's called Mugshots. And Jonas and his friend Jason Porth were interviewing people who have made it in the entertainment industry and who had a past life with violence and strange stuff happening, so to speak. And I thought it's an awesome book. It looks great, and that would be a good movie as well. Of course, you couldn't do a movie with, it was I think 38 people in this book or something. It's too huge. But I thought, let's start with that. And I got some people from the book. I got to talk to them, and they were happy to give an interview to me. And then I started looking around and talking to people that I'm gonna do this movie, and suddenly everybody knew one. He says, "Oh, I know an artist. He's from the projects, and I know one. He was in jail, and I know what." And so I got a collection of people who had a past life with struggle, violence, sometimes crime, and who are now doing something else and living by something else. And not only artists who are done with themselves, who are really successful, also artists who just start, young people, young people from so to speak, bad neighborhoods of Los Angeles who try to make a difference and do something else, not get on the wrong way, on the wrong path. What was the question? You wanted me to check where did we shoot? Right.
Exactly. Where did you shoot? What were the people that you were talking to?
The people, exactly. Okay, we had actors, we had visual artists, we had rap musicians, we had one has become a writer as well right now. One's made a book which is about to be published. Yeah, so all sorts of art. Yeah, you have to watch the movie if you want to know exactly who it is and everything.
What's interesting to me is I think that movie, even though it takes place in LA, and even though probably people who live in LA can maybe relate better to it than other people, but I still think it has a universal message, and that's what I really like about it. It's really, like you said, it's very inspiring and kind of motivating and kicks you in the butt, because you think, wow, if these people can do it with their backgrounds, then I can do it too. Yeah, hell yeah. Is that the message that you kind of feel that the bigger message that you'd like to give out to people?
Yeah, absolutely true. I think that's the thing. That's the craft of this movie. You know, it's a little no, but it is actually exactly like this. You can see that, and you can see it in their eyes. You can almost feel it, how confident they are with themselves and their craft, and how it helped them. So that you know you watch it, and it's like a rocket in your you know what.
Exactly. What was interesting to me is that even though a lot of these people had really, really extremely crazy experiences, you know, some were in jail and some were in gangs and you know, with horrible things happening to them and seeing friends dying and all that, it still felt to me that they didn't feel regret, or they didn't feel like you know, it was a bad experience, but they were almost still proud of where they came from. There was still a feeling of, this is my home, this is where my roots are, and this
Look,
is what
like,
it was.
yeah,
and that was really interesting to me.
For me, it was very interesting too. I see it like as a cycle. This is the cycle of experiences that you can have in your life, you know. And I'm, as Markus, you know, Berlin filmmaker, just have this piece of the cake from my experience. Or let's say this, I don't know. And these people, they have a lot more experience, although they are bad experience, but that shapes you as a character, and you know, you're like, du weißt es zu schätzen, was du hast.
You learn to appreciate, or you appreciate
you appreciate more what you have now, because you know how bad it can be. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have not, like, I mean, the people which I have seen dying were not dying because of gunshots or something. You know, they were dying of cancer or whatever. So this is that's a different experience, and I don't know, that gives them strength in some kind of way for their lives and for their art.
Mm-hmm. Also, some of them talked about, you know, surviving their childhood. Even I remember there was a female actor, and she now has various businesses going, and is a filmmaker now, and has a business where she makes purses. And she seems to be really, really like a strong, powerful businesswoman.
All of them have been so strong and so powerful.
And that was amazing to me. That she talked about survive, and you know, she said, I didn't have another choice. I had to survive. Was that what you felt like? That a lot of them didn't have another choice, so that was the path that they had to go on to.
Absolutely. What can you do in a society where nobody cares about you? You know, in Germany, somehow they try to have this social net in like health insurance, and no matter how bad you are, you could get something. You know, you would not starve to death in Germany. Here you would. You land on the street if you have no money. Goodbye. I don't care. You know, it's like done. So you have to. And that, of course, motivates you. But if you have to do something, you only can do what you can do. What's in your character, in your person, in your whole your entity, so to speak. And maybe it is hard to reach this small creative point in your soul, in yourself, if you don't have to reach it. Maybe it was good that they had all this experience to get this out of them. This art and this unique ideas they all had for whatever it was. So that was very interesting to me. And I'm still looking where this thing in myself is, you know, and where's my place, you know, what is that, what I can do best. I know some stuff which I can do good, but is that real the thing, or shall I, you know? So I'm trying to find out as well, next to doing movies, what I'm about, what my entity is about.
How was the process of, after you had all the footage, you filmed basically about 2-3 years ago, together with your wife Anna Maria Hora?
Yeah, exactly.
How was the process of the editing process and the post-production? How did that all come together? And
yeah,
you know,
first of all, I thought I wanted to do this as a research, and then come back, do a big movie, you know, like get finance and come back and shoot everybody for, I don't know, 5 months or whatever. But then I came home and I had all this awesome material, which was so honest, because it was sometimes it was just like Anna and me interviewing no sound guy, no light guy, you know, it was very intimate, all the interviews were. And the material was so good and so honest that we thought we should edit something out of it. Or I had this feeling, let's edit something out of it. And I wanted to start, and then I got a call from my editor who edited the last movie, and she said, Markus, you know what? We haven't spoken for quite some time. What are you doing right now? And I said, I have this movie from Los Angeles. I'm gonna edit it, but it's a no-budget movie. I did it by myself. It's some kind of art thing. And she said, "Hi, that sounds interesting. Send me over the material." And I sent her this, and then she said, "I'm gonna edit it with you together." And she was pregnant at that time, so she couldn't really have a big job, and the baby was about to come. And I was really happy that she said it, and so I just went to her place when she had time. We were editing together, and then the baby came, and the baby was coming, and I had the baby on my what's it called?
On your lap?
On my lap, and we were editing with the baby, and so it was like a movie which has been grown next to life, next to life happening.
Will you be showing the movie in Germany too? Will there be a German version?
Yes, I was trying to get it to Berlinale, but they weren't interesting. And there's now another couple of festivals I've sent it to, but I haven't notified. They haven't notified whether it's in or not. So I'm waiting on that, and I'm gonna go for it for a lot more festivals in America as well.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, great. And any other projects in the pipeline? Are you working on anything else?
A lot of projects, like 5 projects at the same time. There's a real nice mystery thriller I'm gonna do between Berlin and Los Angeles, like a co-production thing, and I did the first steps now when I was here, and let's see how it turns out. Script is in work in progress, but on a good way, almost done, and I've tried to get it financed completely. Let's see. It looks good.
Great.
Looks good.
Great. Wonderful. Well, I guess that's it. That's it.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.